I'm sure that after watching this video, it'll be more difficult to forget than remember. Hello, thank you for watching this channel. I hope your precious minutes will be rewarded with this knowledge, and I hope it'll be retained in your memory. These arrows are for these front numbers, and these colorful numbers are for the backward numbers. So for the arrows, going upward is difficult. So we give 2. We add 2 to the front number. And going downward and sideward is easier. So we just add 1 to the front number. And going diagonally, especially crossing over a tooth, we give 3 to the first number. And jumping tooth like this, it is twice difficult than going upward diagonally. So we give 6. We add 6 to the first number. Okay, is it crystal clear? Keep this in your mind. We are going to apply this formula to this diagram. Okay, we well know that our mandibular central incisor is the first tooth which erupts, right? So it erupts at 6 months. So 6, we have to remember this. There is no formula to remember this number 6. So first molar for the permanent teeth, it erupts at 6 years, and for the deciduous tooth, we have a mandibular central incisor which erupts at 6 months. So please remember this, okay? This one is the cornerstone of the tooth eruption. And for the last numbers, for later numbers, here we have 4 fours, okay? This first mandibular primary mandibular first molar is isolated, but please remember this one is the exception. So this there are 4 fours and 4 6 and 2 8s. So also remember this, okay? It'll be very useful useful formula for you to remember. Okay, so we begin with the mandibular central incisor. So at 6 months it erupts, and if it is late, it erupts at 10th month, right? And then we go upward. The next tooth which erupts is the maxillary central incisor. So since it is going upward, you just add 2 to the number 6, okay? Because these arrows are for the front number, okay? So it becomes 8, and you add 4, this colorful number, to the back number, so it becomes 12, because 8 plus 4 is 12, right? And now we are going sideways, so it is easy to walk sideways. So just add 1, so 8 becomes 9 plus 4 becomes 13. And now we are going downward. So since we are going downward, you just plus 1 to 9, it becomes 10, and just add 6 to it. Okay, this mandibular lateral incisor is special for the anterior teeth, among the anterior teeth. And now from the lateral incisor, we go far upward, crossing the canine, tall canine, right? So it is very difficult. We reward it with plus 3. So 10 plus 3, it becomes 13, and add 6 to it. So this maxillary first molar erupts at around 13th to 9th month. And now it is time to go down to the mandibular first molar, primary mandibular first molar. Remember that these teeth are all primary teeth, right? So since it is going down, just add 1 to the beginning number. So 13 becomes 14, and add 4 to it, okay? Not 6, but just add 4. So it becomes 18. So mandibular first molar erupts at about 14 to 18 months. And then now it is time to go upward, but it is not like the mandibular lateral incisor, but it is just slightly going upward to the canine, so we just add reward it with +2, okay? So 14 becomes 16, and you add 6 to it, it becomes 22. And now it is time to go down, so just +1, okay? So 17, 16 becomes 17, and you plus 6 to number 17, it becomes 23. Okay, and this 23 is in color blue, which means this one will travel far away to the second mandibular second molar, and you can remember it in 2 ways. You can reward this number with 6 because it is crossing a huge first molar, or you can remember it by thinking this 23 moves to the beginning number of the second molar, okay? If you add 8 to 23, it becomes 31, okay? And now it is time to go upward. So 25th month, it erupts, and also some patients 33rd month, this maxillary second molar erupts, okay? Okay, it looks very messy, but I believe that it really helps you. Which tooth erupts first? It is, central incisor of mandible. So it erupts at 6 to 10. Okay, before we move on, let's tag numbers here. Colorful numbers 6, 6, 6, 6, and it was 4. Okay, and we had here 2 8s, right? Is it easy? Okay, then now let's do this. Okay, next, after central incisor, we have maxillary central incisor, which erupts. It erupts, since it is going upward, just add 2 to the first number. So it becomes 8, and just add 4 to it. It becomes, what? 12. Very good. And it is going sideways, so it is very easy. So just add 1 to it, it becomes 9, and you add 4 to it, it becomes 13. So this one is the lateral incisor of the maxilla. And now it is time to go down. So just add 1 to the first number, which becomes 10, and just add 6 to it, it becomes 16. This one is the lateral incisor of the mandible. And now it is time to travel far away. Woohoo! Crossing over the canine. So we reward this number with +3, so it becomes 13. 2 add 6, so it becomes 19. And now it is time to go down. Okay, there is a time to go upward, and there is a time to go down. So it becomes just a +1, so it becomes 14 to 18, because this one is very special. Unlike other molars, it is the smallest. It has the smallest number tag. So now it is time to go upward. So since it is going upward, we reward it with 2, but it is not as difficult as from the lateral incisor to the maxilla. So we just reward it with 2. So 14 becomes 16. This one is the canine, okay? Right? So primary maxillary canine erupts at 16 to, since we have a number tag here 6, we add it to this, so it becomes 22. And now it is time to go down. Since it is going down, we just add 1 to it, so it becomes 17. 2, add 6 to the first number, it becomes 23. Oh, this 23 is very special. It could move to the second molar of the primary second molar of mandible. So 23, it starts with 23, which was the end number of the mandibular primary mandibular canine, right? Or you can also add here 6 to the first number. Okay, so since it is the big brother, we add 8 to this, so it becomes 31. And since it is going upward, right, it is time for us to add 2, so it becomes 25. And you add 8 to this, so it becomes what? 33. Very good. Is it crystal clear? Okay, it'll be very 아쉽다 in Korean. It'll be very sayang in Tagalog, but yeah, it'll be somehow, yeah, it could be too easy for us to dismiss it at this point. So let's solve a question before we go bye-bye. We say bye-bye. Okay. Each of the following statements represents a normal eruption pattern for the primary teeth except one, which is the exception. Okay. Number 1. Maxillary first molars erupt before mandibular first molars. Number 2. First molars erupt before second molars. Number 3. Central incisors erupt before lateral incisors. Number 4. Mandibular incisors erupt before maxillary incisors. Number 5. Canines erupt before first molars. Alright. Before we go into the answer, let's review one more time very quickly. Okay, do it faster than me. This one is the Mandy, this one is the Maxi, this one 6 to 10 up. Since it is going upward, we add 2, and since it is going sideways, we just add 9. We just add 1. Since it is going downward, we just add 1, but it is special, so we just add 6 to it. And we are going far upward, so we reward it with 3, so it becomes 13 plus what, 6, so it becomes 9. It is going downward, so we reward it with just plus 1, and we add here only number 4. So it becomes 18. And now it is time to go upward to the canine, so we add 2 to it, so it becomes 16. And the number which was tagged here was 6, so we add 6 to it. And now it is time to go down, so it becomes 17. And the number it was tagged at the corner of the tooth was 6, so we add, it becomes 23. And this 23 number could be transferred to the primary second molar of mandible. So, and since it is a big brother, we add plus 8 to this number, so it becomes 31. And now it is time to go upward, so we add 2 to this, and then so that this 23 could be 25, and we add 8 again to this number, so it becomes 33. Okay, so maxillary first molar, which is this, erupts before mandibular first molar. Is it true? Yes, very true. First molar erupts before second molars. First molars erupts before second molar. Very true. Central incisors erupt before lateral incisor. Central incisors erupt before lateral incisors. Yes, that is also true. Mandibular incisors erupt before maxillary incisors. Yeah. This Mandy erupts before Maxi, but this one is questionable, but we say yes. And let's see this question. Canines erupt before first molars. Canines erupts before the first molar. No, canines erupt after, right? So this one is the answer. Right. So I hope this video helped you. This formula is a blessing to you for